All right, let's dive into Journey to the West.
Okay.
This deep dive is all about what makes this epic tale so captivating.
Yeah.
We're using excerpts straight from the novel itself, just for you.
Sounds fun.
So think of this as like your express ticket to the heart of the story.
I like it.
We're going to be unearthing key characters, those big events, and like those underlying themes that have resonated for centuries.
Yeah, it really is a story that works on so many levels, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
On the surface, you've got these thrilling adventures and magical battles.
Right.
But then, like, woven throughout, there's this whole other layer of self-discovery and the quest for enlightenment.
Yeah, and speaking of mischievous adventures,
Okay.
we can't start anywhere else but with Sun Wukong.
Of course, the Monkey King.
This is no ordinary monkey, right?
Definitely not.
I mean, born from a stone egg.
Yeah.
What's the significance of that?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
It sets him apart from the very beginning.
Like, he's not bound by the usual constraints of birth and lineage.
Interesting.
It's like he embodies this inherent freedom, which connects to the Buddhist idea of emptiness, the idea of being free from fixed identities and attachments.
So he's not just some random monkey.
No, not at all.
He's born with this potential for enlightenment already within him.
Right.
And then there are his powers. He learns magic.
Oh, yeah.
He can travel 60,000 miles in a single jump with his cloud somersault.
Incredible.
Then there's shape-shifting.
Oh, that's a good one.
That would make for a pretty interesting commute, I have to say.
More than just an interesting commute.
Okay.
It actually becomes like a recurring theme throughout the story.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it points to this larger idea of transformation, both internal and external.
Interesting.
Even his name, Sun Wukong, meaning awakened to emptiness, plays on this concept.
Oh, wow. So it's like
Yeah.
his very name hints at this journey he's going to undertake.
Exactly.
It's awakening to a deeper understanding of reality. That's it.
But before he gets into all that trouble in the heavenly realm,
Yeah.
there are some early adventures that are just pure fun.
Oh, absolutely.
Like when he returns to his monkey tribe and claims the title of king by driving out a demon.
Classic.
It's a classic hero's journey moment, but with that signature Sun Wukong twist.
Oh, totally.
And then there's that scene where he acquires his iconic weapon,
Right.
the Rui Jingu Bang, this magical staff that can expand and shrink at will.
It's amazing.
The way he goes about getting it from the Dragon King of the Eastern Sea
Yeah.
had me laughing out loud.
Oh, yeah.
He demands the heaviest weapon
Huh?
and then complains that none of them are heavy enough.
That's Sun Wukong for you.
It's a classic Sun Wukong.
Always pushing boundaries, testing limits.
Yeah.
And his choice of weapon is interesting, too.
Okay.
These magical weapons, they often symbolize a hero's power and destiny in mythology.
Right.
In this case, the staff seems to represent his own boundless energy and potential. But, as we'll see, that energy can also lead to some serious trouble.
Oh, yeah. Trouble with a capital T.
You got it.
His antics escalate from stealing those peaches of immortality
Right.
to completely wreaking havoc at the Jade Emperor's banquet.
What a mess.
That's a party foul on a cosmic scale.
Totally.
What do you think is driving him at this point? Is it just mischief, or is there something more to it?
That's the question that makes Sun Wukong such a compelling character. Is he simply a mischievous trickster?
Okay.
Or is there, like, a deeper rebellion against authority at play?
Right.
Is he a force of pure chaos?
Yeah.
Or is he trying to disrupt the established order for a reason?
Yeah. What do you think?
It's hard to say for sure.
Yeah.
But it makes you think.
It's hard to say, but I'm leaning towards a bit of both.
Yeah.
He's definitely got a rebellious streak.
For sure.
But whatever his motivations are,
Right.
he shakes things up. Big time.
He does.
And the consequences are pretty severe. He's captured by the Buddha and imprisoned under the Five Elements Mountain for 500 years.
Wow.
That's got to put a damper on anyone's party spirit.
I would say so.
Yeah, this imprisonment is like a pivotal moment in his journey.
Absolutely.
It's a period of forced introspection
Right.
where he has to confront the consequences of his actions.
Yeah.
And it leads to a chance for redemption, which is a central theme in Buddhist thought.
Oh, totally.
It's the idea that even those who have committed great wrongs can turn their lives around and achieve enlightenment,
It's a powerful concept.
redemption. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So is this suggesting that anyone,
Whoa.
even someone as chaotic as Sun Wukong, has the potential for change.
Exactly.
I mean, 500 years trapped under a mountain,
Yeah.
You'd think that would force some reflection.
It would for me.
And that's where the Bodhisattva Guanyin comes in.
Right.
She offers him a way to earn his freedom by protecting a monk named Xuanzang on his pilgrimage to retrieve Buddhist scriptures from the West.
The classic journey.
Think of it as like a high-stakes escort mission with cosmic consequences.
I like that, yeah.
Okay, so we have this rebellious, larger-than-life monkey king forced into a situation where he has to protect this monk on a dangerous quest.
Right.
Let's talk about Xuanzang then.
Yep.
He's been chosen for this important mission to retrieve these sacred scriptures.
It's a big job.
What kind of character is he? Is he a warrior monk ready to take on any demon that crosses his path?
Not quite.
Okay.
Xuanzang represents piety and devotion.
Oh, okay.
He's the moral compass of the group.
All right.
But he's not a fighter.
I see.
He needs protection on this perilous journey.
Okay.
And that's where Sun Wukong comes in.
Right.
Along with 2 other disciples.
Oh, there are more.
Zhu Baji, the pig.
Okay.
And Sha Wujing, Friar Sand.
Ah, so it's a team effort.
It is.
They each have their own flaws and motivations, right?
Of course, they're all complex characters.
I'm imagining Pig as a bit lazy.
Huh? Yeah.
Maybe with a penchant for snacks along the way.
You got it.
And Friar Sand? What's his deal?
You're spot on about Pig.
Yeah.
He's definitely motivated by his appetite.
Right.
And often takes the easy way out.
Okay.
Friar Sand is more stoic and dependable.
Right.
But he carries the weight of past mistakes. He's a reminder that everyone has a story, journey they've been on.
They're quite a motley crew.
They are.
And the journey itself, it's not just about traveling westward, is it?
No, it's much deeper than that.
There's a deeper meaning to this pilgrimage.
Yeah, absolutely. Like what? Think of it as a metaphor for the spiritual path.
Okay.
It's about overcoming those internal demons while facing external challenges.
Right.
It's about confronting your own weaknesses and striving for something greater.
It's like they're facing a supernatural obstacle course.
Yes.
Both within themselves and in the world around them. And speaking of obstacles, the excerpts you provided mention some pretty intense challenges.
Oh, yes. They're a big part of what makes Journey to the West so captivating.
And what are some of those?
Well, there are some truly memorable ones in the sections you shared.
Like
the white bone demon.
Oh, right.
She uses her shape-shifting abilities to trick Xuanzang.
That seems pretty devious.
It is. She's a classic trickster figure.
What's the lesson there?
It highlights the deceptive nature of appearances.
Right.
And the need for wisdom to see through those illusions.
So it's a test of discernment.
It is.
Right, seeing beyond the surface to the true nature of things.
Exactly.
Great.
And it highlights the need for wisdom and vigilance on the spiritual path. It's a theme that runs throughout Journey to the West.
And then there's that whole encounter with the yellow-robed monster.
Oh, right.
Who kidnaps Xuanzang. What's going on there?
Well, the yellow-robed monster.
Yeah.
He's driven by desire and possessiveness.
Okay.
He traps Xuanzang, creating a situation where the monk's commitment to his journey is tested. It's not just about battling external demons, but also about facing those inner temptations and attachments.
It makes you think about the different forms these obstacles can take. Sometimes they're monstrous and terrifying, and other times they're more subtle, playing on human weaknesses.
Exactly. And let's not forget the red boy, who wields fire.
Right.
He represents raw, untamed power.
Wow.
What's fascinating is how Sun Wukong has to call on others for help, like Guanyin.
To subdue him.
To subdue him, exactly.
So it shows that even someone as powerful as Sun Wukong can't overcome every obstacle alone.
It takes collaboration, maybe even humility, to succeed on this path.
And speaking of Sun Wukong, his character really shines in these battles.
He's quite a character.
We see his resourcefulness, his ability to think on his feet.
For sure.
And even his growing loyalty to Xuanzang.
That's what I find so intriguing.
Yeah.
He starts out as this rebellious trickster.
Right.
And we see these glimpses of transformation as he navigates these challenges.
It's not just brute strength.
No.
There's a growing awareness.
Absolutely.
A sharpening of his mind.
Yes.
Happening alongside the physical battles.
Exactly.
This is fascinating.
It is.
It feels like we've just scratched the surface, though.
We have. There's so much more to uncover in this epic tale.
There is. We've been talking about those challenges in Journey to the West.
Right.
But I'm curious about this episode with the Tang Emperor Taizong.
Okay.
what's the significance of that story within the larger narrative?
That's a great observation.
Thanks.
It might seem like a side adventure at first.
Right.
But it actually plays a crucial role in setting the stage for Swansea Gay's pilgrimage.
Okay, remind me what happened again.
Sure.
It had something to do with the emperor dying, right? Like, he actually died.
Well, it's a temporary death. Within the story's logic, of course.
Right, of course.
The emperor's soul gets summoned to the underworld.
Oh, wow.
Because of a broken promise.
A broken promise? What do you mean?
He had vowed to spare a dragon king's life.
Okay.
But then his advisor executes the dragon in a dream.
In a dream? So it wasn't even real?
Well, in the story, it highlights this idea of karma.
Okay.
Actions having consequences, even unintended ones.
So even a dream execution counts in this karmic balance.
It's a bit intense, right?
That's intense. And the emperor gets hauled off to the underworld for judgment.
It's a fascinating glimpse into the underworld, you know?
That happened.
As it was imagined in that time.
Right.
He sees the punishments, the bureaucracy, the whole system of karmic justice.
What a wild experience. So how does he get out of this predicament?
Let me think.
Does he, like, make a deal with the king of hell or something?
Well, it turns out his allotted lifespan hasn't run out yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the underworld officials consult their records and realize he still has years left to rule.
So it's back to the land of the living for the emperor.
Exactly.
Escorted by underworld bureaucrats, I'm guessing.
That's right.